Welcome back to the Montana Garage. We're gonna do something just a little bit different today. As you can see behind me, I got a bit of a new look in the shop here. 57 still buried. It's just like a, big work shelf storage area. That's still there. Nothing's changed there. 55 is gone. Well, it's not gone. It's just outside. But we got a big empty spot here in the shop because we got a new project to get started on today. Come on back and we'll find out what's in the trailer. All right, here we go. Moment of truesies. What's in the trailer? Nothing too exciting. Insulation, baby. We're gonna finally insulate the shop. I'm tired of freezing my bells off all winter. So we got a load of insulation. I made a little room by getting the 55 out of here, and we're gonna start trying to insulate this place. Man, the insulation itself isn't gonna be that big of a deal. I think that's pretty easy to do, but moving all this crap and coming up with a plan on how to do everything, that's going to be a little overwhelming, I think. All right, I think I owe you guys a little bit of a shop update. I've been showing a lot of, not recycled, but older content as I tried to get the 55 ready for Rocky Mountain Race Week. So, videos from back in April and whatever, and it's now September. And we all know, if you're following along, I did not make it to Rocky Mountain Race Week, but the 55 is now done, or done-ish, and I'm going to keep showing you some of them videos. I know people said they're interested in seeing them, so we'll see if people watch them. But everything's a little out of order because I was really not very good at trying to film everything. I got a bunch of stuff filmed and half filmed. I never had an ending to it. So anyways, I'm going to try to show you what I can of the process of getting the 55 from, where we were when you last saw it to where it's, running and driving. And I was trying to make Rocky Mountain Race Week. So like I said, right now it's sitting outside. Let's go take a quick peek of where we're at right now. Half sun, half shade, so you can't see it very well, but it's basically what you guys have been seeing. A couple videos, I've showed some driving and whatnot, but we got the interior like I said, everything's done-ish, Seats are in, carpets in. I got to do something about the door panels. Or the door jambs. We'll talk about that in a second. But there you go. This is where she's been. I've been driving it quite a bit. Haven't had any issues. Well, I do have an issue right now. I can't get the carburetor. I got a big bog or hesitation in the carburetor, and I've tried everything I know to do and more, and I still can't get that figured out. So we're working on that still. But anyways, there she sits. Let's see what else is new. I just put some antifreeze in the 55. You guys, you were supposed to remind me, and nobody reminded me, but luckily I'm pretty smart and I remember myself. So I got that taken care of so we don't freeze up the block. I found this stuff in the rafters. I didn't really find it. I knew it was there. I just dug it down from the rafters. This is a weather stripping kit that I bought for the 55 a day or two ago. Let's see, here's the invoice. A&M Soft Seal. The date, 11/6/1991. What is that, 32 years I've had this stuff? I guess at some point back in the day I was trying to paint the car, and I was planning on doing all this stuff, and as you know, I'm not very good at getting stuff done, so it never happened. But we got a complete weather stripping kit here with door weather strip, trunk weather strip, stuff for the hood seal. I got brake and clutch pad things. Don't need those, already bought some. Got this little kit of all these little bumpers, which is kind of cool that I found this because I just ordered this on the Summit and it was on back order, so I was able to cancel that. Lens gaskets, I already paid for more of those, so if that was a waste of money, had some. Anyways, a bunch of other stuff. Found a little bit of trim that was in this box. Found my park lights. They were in that box for some reason. I've since bought new ones, so don't really need them. And the surprising thing, after 30 some years, it all feels pretty soft. And it's not hard and cracked, and I think it's all going to be good to go still. So that is awesome. This is a trunk mat, came from the same order. It did not handle the 30 years in storage very well. Ripped, dry, garbage. One more thing I haven't talked about lately, it's October. Did I say September earlier? I might have said September earlier. I don't know if that's in here or not. It's October 9th. Maybe somewhere in that area. The DD Speed Shop 57 Chevy is gone. Well, there she goes. DD SS57 on to new owners. Hope they enjoy it as much as I did. I sold that, it's been a while, June or July, I don't know. I've been meaning to like have a little blurb about it on the channel, but I just haven't. Like I said, I've just been doing mostly old content, and the new content I have, I just didn't fit it in. So anyways, people have been asking me in the comments and sending me messages, and yeah, I did sell it. A gentleman in Spokane, somewhere in the Spokane area bought it. So if you're over there and you see it, tell the guy hi, tell him I said hi. It sounds like he's enjoying the car. He's got family and grandkids, and he's been giving me a few little updates. And anyways, it's getting used, it sounds like, and he's got some big plans for it, so that's good. It seems like it went to a great place. And I needed the money to pay my credit card bill for building those 55, so I didn't really plan on selling it or really want to sell it. But anyways, you can crucify me down below if you think that's the case or that I need that. But guys got to do what the guys got to do, right? I've said it before, I'm not a huge four-door fan. If I kept it, I wanted a two-door anyways, and I really wanted to do that just because something I've wanted to try to do, and I thought it'd be good for the channel. It just didn't work out. So what's got to do, right? So we're working on the 55 still. Like I said, it's done-ish. There's still stuff to do this winter. I need to start checking things off the list on the 57. I got the 69 Chevelle in there, and I actually tried to buy another project this last weekend. I've been hemming and hawing and talking to a guy for a month. I bought a pretty cool 56 Chevy pickup, and I finally decided to bite the bullet. Actually, I decided to bite the bullet like a month ago, and I just couldn't find a trailer. There's trailers for rent, and the truck was disassembled, so I couldn't just rent a U-Haul trailer. I kind of needed a flatbed trailer to strap stuff down. I had trouble getting a trailer, and then when I could get a trailer, the guy wasn't available, or I had to work. Anyways, we finally put it all together. I was going to go this last weekend. I was heading out Saturday morning, and it was an 8-hour drive to buy the truck, and the guy called me, and somebody swooped in and bought it for more money. Anyways, I'm glad the guy called me. No fault to that guy. I mean, I had my chance. I just didn't make it happen. So that was meant to be like a kind of a flip project. So I'm kind of looking for something like that to do here on the channel. You know, some stuff we can do maybe kind of quickish and sell it. Maybe one of you guys, maybe somebody else, make a little bit of money. Maybe not, who knows. But if I don't find, the flip projects are few and far in between, because I can't find anything else where it pencils out where a guy am I the only one that can't talk? Where it pencils out where a guy might, strike 12, where a guy might be able to make some money on it. So watch for maybe something like that coming up. That's why I want to insulate the shop, because I plan on being out here this winter and trying to do something. I want to get the channel going again. I want to get out here and get going on car stuff. I'm busy with tile stuff too, but whatever, you got to make time for other things. So what else? Enough the chit chat, I guess. I'm dreading. I don't even know where to start. Where does the guy to start? There's too much stuff in here. I wish, you guys getting dizzy? I wish I would have been able to afford to just insulate this place when we built it, but that wasn't the case, obviously, or I would have done it. You know, we built the structure, and then I didn't have electricity in here for several years. And then finally I got electricity, and once I got electricity, then I could kind of move in and do some stuff. And obviously that's kind of where it stayed. But now I try to do more stuff. So I've been talking about insulation as long as this channel's been alive, 3 years or so. So let's get it done, huh? My theory, you know me, I always have a theory, and it doesn't always work out right. But my plan or theory is there's just so much crap in here. That's going to be the hardest part, is just moving stuff around. So what I plan on doing is starting with this wall over here. So anything you see that's in the way, that's why I took the car out of here. I'm just going to kind of move everything over here. Hopefully I can, you know, be a little less of a hoarder, and some stuff I can move. Instead of moving 12 times, I can get rid of it. I like to keep stuff, you know what I mean? So we're going to move stuff, right? And then we're going to obviously take stuff off the wall, and then we're going to throw some insulation in the bays. And I think my plan is, once I get this wall insulated, I'm going to go get some sheetrock, and I'm just going to sheetrock it. Because otherwise, I just got to move this stuff 12 more times. I don't really want to have just insulation and sparks flying on it and burn the whole place down. So we're going to maybe do one wall at a time, insulation and sheetrock. Then once that wall's done, we move everything back, and maybe this wall will scooch everything over there, insulation, sheetrock, and then, you know, the theory will just continue. I'm going to try to get it done here in the next couple weeks, and it's already getting cold at night here, but before it gets really cold, hopefully we can get it somewhat sealed up. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to the lid. I know it seems like a waste of time to insulate the walls and not the lid. I want to leave the rafters exposed because I like having all my storage. That's like most of a Chevelle up there. So I like to have all this storage. So my theory is to leave the rafters exposed and just do the foam insulation against the actual top of the lid up there. I got to check and see if I think that's a fine way to do it. I'll have to ask somebody that knows because I don't know. But that's my theory. So that's going to depend on when I can get somebody in here and how much stuff they need moved out of the way. So I'm hoping to get that done too, but worst comes to worst, if I have to, I'll just sheet the whole roof with plastic for this winter. But hopefully we can just get it all done and not mess around with it for 3 or 4 more years. All right, I'm going to set the camera up somewhere and get started, I guess. I'm delaying because I don't want to do this and I really don't even know where to start, but I guess something over there has got to go over here and we'll start like that. All right, a little while later, we got one area mostly ready. I still got some stuff in that corner, but once I get, this part done, I can scooch it on down. So I brought in 5 of the bundles, or whatever they're called, of the insulation. I bought R15. These are for 2x4 walls, which is what we got. 15-inch stud spacing is what we got. So you have to look for either, sometimes you get 2x6 walls or 24-inch wall spacing. And these are 93 inches. Which is basically 8 feet, I think, just under 8 feet. Yeah, something like that. I have 10-foot walls, but they didn't have 10-foot, bats or whatever they're called. So I'll have to, add a 2-footer. Anyway, so we'll break one of these open. I spent forever trying to find, I have a staple gun in here somewhere. I have one at work, obviously, but that's at work. I can't find the one in my shop. So we'll throw a few pieces of insulation up there and see if if we can kind of friction fit them and then staple them tomorrow when I come home with my staple gun. So see what happens. I can't wait to get all itchy. All right, I'm going to start with just one of these empty bays just to see how this is going to work out. Easy peasy. And well, bam, one wall mostly done. Like I said, I got to go back and staple the little flappers over when I get my stapler, but made a little bit of a mess, but we moved the last little bit of stuff out of the way up there. Excuse me, breathing this dang insulation. Gets to a guy. Anyways, one wall's done. Like I said, I think the next thing I'll do is figure out how many sheets of sheetrock I need for this wall, bring a load of sheetrock home, and I'll sheetrock that wall so then I can move all of this stuff or this stuff or something. I got to be able to do something. So I don't want to move it 13 times. I just want to move it 12 times. So we'll sheetrock the wall, move that over there. And then this wall is not going to be quite as, well, the insulating will be easier because there's all just regular bays, no windows, no nothing around, messing around, but just too much stuff to move. Man, I know I said it before, but I wish I would have just done this when the shop was empty, but I didn't. So here we are. If you're building a shop, wire it, insulate it, do all that stuff before you move in, please. Take my word for it. That's what you want to do. But it's gonna be so nice to have insulation out here and maybe be able to hold a little heat in this winter. So we'll be back in day or 2 or 5 or whenever. Let's see, today's Monday. I got to work quite a bit this week, but I'm gonna take Friday afternoon off. So maybe that's when I get back to do the sheetrock. So whenever it is, I'll see you then. All right, I'm back. It's been, I think it was last weekend when I started this video. It's a Montana garage, right? It's me. So everything is a struggle. This project is no different. I showed you guys I got started and moved a bunch of stuff. I think I was hanging some insulation, and that's probably where we left off on video. I did take some more footage of hanging some sheetrock and doing a few other things, but I got like corrupt file messages and none of that. I don't know, that stuff's gone to the GoPro gods. So we don't have anything else. And well, let's show you what I got. So I got one wall. Look, we got sheetrock. Woohoo! It was actually, it wasn't too bad. It was a little slow going. I had to, let me spin back around here. Let's see. I had to put a pipe in the wall here, a gas line, so that when I eventually hook the furnace up to the house gas, I don't have to tear the sheetrock back up to do that. So I did do that. That was a bit of a chore. And then I actually ran a power wire from the furnace to the breaker box before I just had it plugged into an outlet. So I tried to do that right. And then things were going pretty good, you know, not too bad, except for the footage didn't work. And then I got to this little piece of sheetrock right up here. The one with the big divot in it. That's the one that got me. I don't know if you guys remember, but last winter I fell in the house garage. We had a bunch of crap in there. I was stealing the steering wheel off my Chevy in there to put on the 55. I tripped or slipped. I don't remember the deal. I hooked my foot on a cord or something and it was icy. Anyways, I fell right on my shoulder and I thought for sure I tore my rotator cuff, and it was sore for a few days. I haven't really talked about it much on the channel here, but I think I did tear the rotator cuff. I went in, I say think because I didn't get an MRI or anything done. I went in, they did their little push here, pull here, blah, blah, blah. She thought it was probably torn. She gave me a cortisone shot and it went away. Everything was good for like 7 months or something. I didn't have any struggles or any problems. I thought my shoulder, it wasn't 100%, but if it stayed like that, I was gonna be happy. So I thought maybe, I didn't think the cortisone shot was gonna last that long. So I thought maybe it was just like there was an impingement in there or whatever, and the cortisone shot made it all go away and I was good to go. But then in September, while I was bow hunting with my son, carrying my backpack, and it just started hurting more and more every day, to where finally, the last couple of weeks I've been struggling with it pretty bad. Like it was affecting me at work, couldn't sleep. I went back last Friday. Yeah, I went last Friday, had it looked at again. Same thing, she thought it was weak, blah, blah, blah. I don't really have time for surgery right now, so she gave me one more shot, hoping that would get me through the winter. So I had my little shot, and I came home with my sore shoulder, and I decided hanging sheetrock's a great idea. I'll do that by myself. Not a good idea. I mean, it was fine. I mean, my shoulder, it's been the way it's been the last few weeks. Like I could do everything. It just like hurt when I raised it, but I could still raise it. It was a little weak, whatever. Well, when I was doing that piece that I showed you with the divot in it, I was up there, I was by myself and I had to like scoot it to the left or the right, whichever way, like an inch, because I had to close the gap up. So I'm pounding on it and then it slipped out, you know, it was sitting on the other sheet and it slipped out and fell. And I used my right arm to try to catch it. And when I did that, like the weight of the sheetrock just, I can't remember if it pulled my arm up or if I was going down. I don't remember how it happened. All I just know is I felt instant pain and I'm pretty sure I felt more stuff rip in my shoulder. So lucky me. So that put the old kibosh on the sheetrocking project. That's why that spot up there never got done, because my arm didn't work. Well, it's been, that was last Sunday morning. Today is Saturday. So it's been almost a week, and every day it gets a little better. Like I couldn't, like seriously, like I could not do this with my arm after I had that little accident with the sheetrock. Now I can lift it. You notice a little grimace on my face because it's painful. So I don't know if that's just the cortisone shot making it better, or if it's really not that serious, or if I am screwed, I'm gonna have surgery and not have to be able to work for 6 months. I don't know. Things aren't looking good one way or another, probably. But anyways, it's Saturday afternoon. I'm bored. It's feeling good enough that I can do some stuff. And I didn't work all week. I was trying to let it get better. And like I say, I got better every day. I'm going back to work on Monday. We'll see how that goes. So I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and keep going with this project. So I'm going to move all of this crap over here somewhere. And I'll probably get some help with the sheetrock because of my shoulder. But I can hang the insulation. So I'm gonna move all this stuff and keep going. And we'll see how the shoulder does. I may have to just stop, but I don't know. I just want to get this done. I'm tired of not doing anything. My father-in-law, Doug, is here, so he may come out and help me here in a little bit. That'll be cool. It'd be nice to have some help. So you may see him, you may not, depending on how this all goes. But anyways, probably just some more fast motion. I know it's not really glamorous stuff, but trying to make some new content. I know you guys all want me to get this place insulated, so I'm trying. Bad shoulder and all. Let's go. Got to work into it slowly. All right, so in theory, before I hurt my shoulder, I was going to move all this stuff to the center, because I was going to try to get that wall sheetrocked, and then I was going to tape the seams, just kind of, you know, not like 100% like taping texture like you're doing in your house, but at least kind of like fire tape the seams, I think they call it. And my wife wanted me to go ahead and paint it while I had everything. So I was going to do that and paint it, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. I don't know. Who needs paint, right? It's kind of like a car. You don't need paint. So I don't know, I still might change my mind on that, but I'm gonna try to move most of this stuff kind of to the center so we can still work on both walls if we need to. Some stuff is gonna go against the wall. And man, I got so much stuff like screwed to the wall, and it's worse. It looks worse than it is. It's just getting started. So I guess I gotta quit talking and get started. I'm guessing there's probably zero reason to save my old burned up wiring harness from the 55. I mean, if the guy was really desperate, you could probably use some of it, but garbage. See, I talk a big game, but I don't know, now that I think about it, I don't know if I should throw it away. I mean, some of this is still good wires. Ah, such a hoarder. Like, I can just throw it in my wiring box, and maybe I'll use some of it later. I should probably just throw it away. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. All right, I'm back, and as usual, well, this is a little different than usual. Everything's a disaster out here because I had to move it all. I lost a little bit of footage again, but with Doug's help, I did get this one wall insulated, and yeah, that's about it. I'll have to move around some stuff so we can get the car back in here overnight, because the car can't stay outside overnight. I mean, what do you think I am, a savage? I mean, car's got to be taken care of inside, under the roof. So we'll do that, and then tomorrow, I should have thought about it and went and ran and got sheetrock today, but I didn't. So tomorrow, hopefully, I don't know if Doug's going to be around to help, but either my wife or daughter hopefully can help me, just because I got the bad shoulder action, and just kind of help me hold stuff. And we should be able to get at least this sheetrocked, and then some stuff organized, and then it'll probably be a week of work, and then maybe next weekend we'll attack the other two walls still. We'll see how it goes. See you in the morning. All right, it's, I don't know, the next weekend. So I skipped ahead a little bit. I haven't got a lot done, but let me show you this first of all. I wish I would have started this project sooner, because it is the end of October and we got our first winter storm. We got like, I don't know, I think we had about 10 inches of snow last few days. It's like 18 degrees outside. So I got the heat rolling, and look, I got sheetrock and I've taped the seams. So thanks to Doug, he helped me again the next day. We hung this wall of sheetrock. I don't think I filmed anything. And then I came in the next few days, my wife talked me into taping the seams, and we're gonna go ahead and prime and paint the walls, and then we gotta move everything and do it again over there. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. Because I don't know what I'm doing, or I've never done this before, I had a few little spots where that, like, I must not have enough mud under the tape, and the tape's kind of bubbled up. So there's a few spots of that, and just a few spots that aren't pretty. And we're not going for perfect, it's just a shot, but I'm gonna touch up a few of those spots. And then today I have to sheetrock and put the corners on here. I never taped that inside corner. So to do that, I got some quick setting type sheetrock mud or whatever it's called, so I can hopefully get these two windows done, that corner done, and all my touch-ups done and sanded, and, you know, recoated and sanded. And then hopefully tomorrow I'll come out and prime and paint. And then we got to do it all over again. And since we got winter, I really am out of room in here, because it's, I don't know. I may have to at least back the car out in the snow, not a big deal. But like I said, I just can't leave it out there. So yeah, that's my story today. Trey and his buddies went and got a little muley buck last weekend. It's actually a pretty nice little buck. They're out hunting again this weekend. I stayed home because I'm supposed to be working on this. Didn't get anything done yesterday, story of my life, but I better do it today, because we got to get this We got to get this place back in order so I can get back to work on the projects. Let's roll. Moose, say hi to the people. They've been asking about you. He likes, much like me, he likes working on cars a lot better than he likes working on sheetrock. I think I'm a little dirty. Anyways, I skipped ahead again because let's be honest, I'm not trying to make a how-to drywall video because I need to watch a how-to drywall video a lot more than I need to make a how-to drywall video. So I've been out here playing with the dust. I sanded. I put my, well, see, first I put the corners on the windows. Bullnose corner dealy bobber doohickeys, and then I sanded everything, and then you can see there's a few wet spots from all the spots that I didn't like after I sanded. Much like everything else, I'm probably spending way too much time trying to, and you know, way too much time sanding, and even more than I need to because it's just a garage. I mean, I'm not trying to really like make it all go away, but I get I don't know, I get like trying to make it as best I can all the time. So anywho, it took way too long, but I got everything sanded and the second coat on the windows in the corner, and that's probably it for tonight. We're gonna let the heat run for a little while, stay warm enough, and then we'll come back out tomorrow, clean up this disaster stuff, probably do a third coat, let that sit. I'll use like a quick fast setting stuff, let that sit, sand it, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll prime and maybe paint. Who knows? I'd like to get this done before the snow comes, but I already showed you, too late for that. But before more snow comes, yeah, I don't know. I just want to get this place. I just want to get this place put back together so I can do something out here. Anyways, see you tomorrow. Hey, welcome back to the Montana Garage for just kind of a random update on the shop project. I don't. Do you guys even remember who I am? I haven't been on YouTube forever. I think I'm still trying to do YouTube, just life, whatever. Anyways, I've been working on the shop project. I haven't been filming much of anything, and I don't know where I left off or what I even have filmed, or if this is even going to turn into a video. But I wanted to give you an update because I have a very good reason for giving you an update. I got 2 walls done, insulated, sheetrocked, taped, sanded, and primed and painted, and I even put base and trimmed the door and did the little round corners on the shop, or on the window there, bullnose. You know what I'm talking about. I did this stuff. I don't know why I did all that stuff, because I guess my wife kind of talked me into doing it all. So I still have this wall to do, and obviously this wall. So this place has been a disaster for the last couple weeks. It's been taking me forever. I hurt my shoulder. I don't know if I talked about that. I got shoulder surgery in 3 weeks. So I'm trying to get this done, get some stuff done at work, and then I'm going to be kind of out of commission for a while. Maybe I'll use that time to get caught up on making videos. I'll have to do it left-handed though. I don't even know. I might starve to death if all I can use is my left hand. So we'll see how this all turns out. Anywho, so all this crap and a bunch of other stuff was kind of over here. You know, I moved everything away from those walls. Did what I had to do. And so today I came out, cleaned up a little bit. I did the trim, and now I'm starting to kind of put everything back. And I found something very, very interesting. So, like I said, all of this stuff from this corner, well, not all of it, it was scattered everywhere, but this little wooden contraption here, this is an old, probably needs thrown away, but it's an old stereo case. Any of you guys most of you guys that watch this are old, so you remember the olden days when instead of like a little stereo this big that gets really loud and makes great music, you had to have like a whole tower. So this was like a Pioneer stereo system with like the 4 or 5 different components and the 100 CD changer and all the fancy stuff. And then the speakers were like as tall as that. So yeah, that was, I don't know, the 90s probably when I had that. Anyways, I made this, this is really irrelevant, but follow along. This little thing here on top is for waxing skis. I do a little bit of cross-country skiing or Nordic skiing, skate skiing. And so that's what that's all about. So I haven't used it in a couple years, but I thought about throwing it away, but I still have the skis. Maybe I'll try to get doing that again. Anyways, I saved it, right? And I put it back in the corner, and that's kind of where it was forever. So with the whole move and the sheetrock stuff, it was kind of over in this area, right in here. And I cleaned it out. I got fancy. I got this, well, first I carried it over there and I blew it out, and then I got the sponge out, and actually I blew it out here, yeah. Made some dust, but I blew it out, and then I was like, well, it's getting kind of dusty, so then I carried it over there and blew it out a little better. Then I used the buckets and I washed all the, you know, the ½ inch dust and mud and blah, blah, blah. I guess there wasn't really mud, but you know what I'm talking about, dust and fuzz and garage stuff from sitting in the corner forever. And then I moved it back, and I just moved some other stuff that was laying here, and guess what I found? Do you guys remember the washer? I'll put a link to the video where I lost the washer. I know a lot of you guys remember the washer. Look at that. Now, I don't know, this could just be a random washer, but if you watch the video, it's when I was putting the oil pan on, they were little black star washers like that. This one appears to be brand new. It doesn't have any scratches whatsoever on it. I believe, I really, really do believe that this is the missing washer that I've been looking for a couple years. I think it must have, you know, the event where I lost the washer happened like right here. So I'm thinking it like was on this. I've moved all this stuff and swept and looked, and I just thought, I don't know if the washer was in the engine. You guys know the story about the washer. I just gave up on it because the engine works. So I decided it either wasn't in the engine or it just found its way to the oil pan and it was all good. But anyways, I think it was on this, on the bottom shelf, or stuck to it somehow, because yeah, I found it over there where that was. So that's the good news for the day, is we no longer have to worry about the washer. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I kind of gave up on it, but I'm glad to have solved this mystery. So anyways, enough jibber jabbered. Well, that's all I do is jibber jabber. But so what I'm trying to do now is I put, that stuff is kind of in its home. Some of it's just stuffed in the corner. But now all this crap over here, obviously I got to do that wall now. So all this crap and this crap, this piece of junk here, not a piece of junk, obviously, but I bought some wheel dolly things, so I'm gonna jack it up and then scooch it over here against this wall. And then all this stuff on this wall will get kind of scooched out here to the center. And then hopefully tomorrow, we're gonna insulate. When I say we, I mean me and myself, because that's who I have to help me usually. That's okay. We're gonna try to, man, look at all this crap I gotta move. Hopefully some of it will end up in the dumpster, but I'm not good at throwing stuff away. So anyways, we're gonna move all that, insulate and sheetrock. I might film some of it. I might learn how to talk. I might film some of it. I might not. I got to look back. It's been a month since I started this whole fiasco at least. So I don't know where this video's at, or if it's ever going to be a video, or if anybody will watch it if it is a video, because I kind of fell off the face of the planet. But I'm trying to get this done, and then we'll move on to bigger and better things. So maybe we'll see you later when we're moving stuff, or sheetrocking, or making dust, or who knows. See you in a bit. We are about to find out how good or not good these Pittsburgh automotive vehicle dollies are. You know, Harbor Freight cheapies. I can't remember. They were $60 a set or something. You got to get 2 sets because you need 4 of them. Anywho, they do make, there's like another step up, you know, like an upgrade version, but they say that the reviews were a little better on those, but they were out of stock. So I got these. I got the old delivery jacked up, and she's sitting on the dollies. And the theory is that thing has got to go over there. So where are we at here? Here's my little tripod action. Oh man, I don't have a bolt in there or a screw, whatever it's called. I'll be back. Hopefully you'll see me moving the car. All right, here we go. The 57 delivery has not moved all summer. It's probably been a good year maybe since it moved. I don't think I even started this summer. Shame on me. It's a shame it's got to move like this, but this is how it's moving today, if it will move. Here we go. Yeah, it don't seem like it's going to just glide right over there. So I got some stuff underneath it, but I think it's all mostly out of the way. This car can work and whatnot. Oops. The reviews said they were pretty hard to push around. I would agree. But this is a big old heavy car. I got crap in the way that I'm rolling over. That don't help. What am I doing? Am I hitting anything? Can't see where I'm going, you know. Looks like we're doing pretty good though. I'm gonna have to move back a bit. I gotta be able to get that propane bottle out of there, so I'm not gonna go tight to the wall. There should be enough room to do what I gotta do. It's hard to like pivot it though. I'll say that, it just wants to go all at once. Pivot action. Not the greatest. It's like once the little casters get turned a certain way, they won't turn either. Alright, well, we got her moved. Then we got to do something with all of this stuff over here. It's been a while since that's been out of there, like I said. Whew. It's, I don't know, it's almost midnight. I think we'll call it for tonight. I just want to get the car moved. Tomorrow I'll come out and figure out what to do with all this stuff. Start insulating. Good times. All right, way too many hours into the next day. And I finally have everything off of that wall. Man, I cannot believe how much stuff I had over there. So I have it all just kind of thrown in the center here. Not all of it. I threw a bunch of stuff away in my dump trailer out back, trying to get rid of some stuff I don't need. There's some stuff I just threw outside. But for the most part, you know, this is all the good stuff here in the center. And I still have to obviously clean up this huge mess where all the dust and whatnot has collected over the years against the wall. So we'll get that cleaned up, get this stuff off the wall. I wanted to insulate, or I wanted to sheetrock this today, but that is not going to happen. It's like 3 o'clock already, maybe later. So I got to get this stuff off the wall, get that cleaned up, and then I'm going to insulate it today. And maybe I'll have time to grab some sheetrock after work tomorrow and get started on that. I got a couple days of good weather before it's going to turn bad, so I need to try to get this done so I can get the 55 back in here, because the wife, she likes her garage parking spot. So I got it in there while I'm working on this, so I got to get done before the weather turns. End of the day update, insulation. All the way around up over the garage door. Still got to do that little section where the garden tools and whatnot are, but that's it for today. Hopefully sheetrock tomorrow. All right, several days later, I don't remember where I left off several days ago with this whole thing, but I figured I'd come back on and give you another little update on the shop renovation project. We have quite a disaster as usual out here in the shop. But those two walls are done-ish. This wall, insulated, sheetrocked, taped. I was going to sand it yesterday, but I didn't have it warm enough in here and it didn't dry, so I have to sand the taping today. And then I'm working on this last wall here, and as you can see, whoops, insulation over there. I still got to board it, obviously, and as you can see, I went with OSB on this wall, and there's a couple reasons for that. A few reasons. One, we like to hang a bunch of stuff, like that's where my wife's garden tools, everything gets hung on that wall, and it's just going to destroy the sheetrock. Two is the garage door, the way the garage door was hung, to be able to properly trim, you know, the sheetrock and have some trim boards around there, I was going to have to actually move the garage door back and then redo all that stuff, and I didn't want no part of that. As it is, I had to, you know, loosen brackets and actually cut a bracket and redo a bunch of stuff, but I didn't actually move the garage doors in the same place. I didn't actually move it back, which is going to require a bunch of other stuff. So, and then the third reason for using the OSB is I'm sick and tired of taping and texturing and painting already after just doing 3 walls. So this wall is just going to stay bare wood. It's not going to look as cool, but whatever, I'm going to live with it. So anyways, it is, I don't know what the date is, but I have 9 days left until I have shoulder surgery, and I have to get, in those 9 days, I got to work like 5 of them, 4 or 5 of them, depending on how fast I am at work. I got to get all this stuff back together. I got to get all this stuff somewhat organized and get my other car back in here so my wife can have her parking spot back, and do as much as I can, because come shoulder surgery day, right arm is going to be useless for 3 months before I can really do anything, I guess they're telling me, or 6 weeks in a sling, and then I can start doing little stuff. So I don't know. I was going to have somebody come foam the lid, but now with having surgery, that kind of blows the budget out of the water, because I'm a tall guy and I need my right arm to work. So basically no work for me for 3 months. So yeah, we're going to go with, I didn't waste my time, but I did all this stuff, and now the roof's not going to be insulated. So better than nothing. Probably won't have time, but I may just plastic the lid for now, and then in the spring or sometime I'll have somebody come and foam the lid and we'll finish all that. But anyways, that's where we're at. So today I have to finish hanging this board, sand, prime, and maybe paint if all that stuff dries fast enough so we can start putting stuff back together. So that's where we're at here in the Montana garage, the new improved, new look Montana garage. And yeah, hopefully I'll get this finished one of these days. Stick with me and we'll see how it looks when we're done. And well, bam! Just like that. Well, not just like that, it's quite a chore, but the final wall is finally done. I just finished, well, let's see, I painted it a couple nights ago, and then I had a little trouble finding some more of the same trim, so we just got it trimmed yesterday, and today I have to clean up a little bit, and then everything over here has to find its home again. So all this stuff needs organized and put away, and man, again, that's not gonna be the fun part. I would like to make a few changes, you know, add some shelving and maybe some upper cabinets. I'd like to have like a longer, bigger workbench or different workbench, and maybe some more shelves over here, just so I can organize and store things a little better, because like I talked about, I'm not good at throwing stuff away, so I got all kinds of crap in here. But for now, it's gonna kind of just go back together how it was. I have 3 days left before surgery, so I'm running out of time. I have today to get this place all organized, get my other car back in here. I was gonna bring the Chevy in here and work on that over the winter, but I don't know what I'm doing now with the shoulder surgery, so I'll probably just scoot the 57 back over here, bring the 55 in here, leave the Chevy over there for now, and we'll see how the shoulder's doing in a few months, and then we'll move on from there. Anyways, like I said, for now, I'm just gonna kind of put everything back how it was, and just kind of put this place back together so it's a little more organized and we can do something, and give my wife her parking spot back in the other garage. So you guys probably don't want or need to see me move all that stuff, so let's do it like this. There you go, just like that. Bare metal 55 back in its rightful spot here in the Montana garage. It wasn't really quite as easy as just snapping my fingers, but it wasn't too bad. It just took some time. I mean, it's dark out there now. I've been out here for most of the day. We're not done by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, I still got crap jammed in there. This wall over here is just kind of how it was before. It's just kind of where I throw all my stuff, whatever, my extra stuff. Have you guys seen the mini bike project? I need to get back to work on that too. Anyways, for now, it's done-ish, kind of like everything else I do, kind of done for now. Well, you know, because I'm having surgery in a couple days and I got other stuff I got to do the rest of the, next couple days, I really don't have any more time. So I might have a little bit more time. If I do, I'm going to come out and just kind of organize a little better. Got to get like my banners hung up. I can't not have my Tri-5 Mob banner hanging up. So we got to get that, and kind of like my other man cavey type stuff. It's just kind of plain in here. It looks nice, but got to get some stuff on the walls. That's kind of it for now on the garage renovation project. I appreciate you guys watching, especially if you made it clear to the end of this video, because it was probably not super exciting, but I'm trying to show you guys something, make some sort of content. I know a lot of you were talking about or interested in or giving me a hard time about the shop insulation, so we kind of got it done. Well, we got to do the lid still. We'll get it someday. Anyways, that's where we're going to end this video. Appreciate you watching. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Like I said, shoulder surgery in a couple days, but I'm going to try to keep the channel going with some older video, the content of the 55 I haven't shown you guys yet. We still got, I don't know, wiring and stuff with the rear end, and we got a lot of stuff I haven't shown you, so we'll do that. And then hopefully in the spring, my shoulder will be good, and we'll be back to cruising in the 55, getting ready for a drag and drive, and working on the 57, maybe getting the Chevy project started. So lots of good stuff to come from the Montana garage. Stick with me over the next few months as the shoulder gets better. I'll try to keep content going, and then we got new stuff coming next spring. Once again, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and see you on the other side, as they say.